Boys, in this video I have a very simple promise, and if I don't fulfill on that promise by the end of this video, you can block me and never see my face ever again. So that promise is I'm going to show you every single tool that you actually need to start printing from selling other people's info products without ever having to show your face. So that will be everything from client acquisition all the way to client fulfillment, so you can actually start getting results like this. Now, all of these tools can be used when running a completely remote operation, meaning you don't even need to leave your room or let alone even share your face. So you might be wondering, why should I even trust this guy, this complete stranger on my screen? I get it. I've tried every single business model you can probably think of on the online space. I've bought courses for ecom, SaaS, SMMA, TikTok shop, you name it. I've bought courses for it. I've tried to run these business models, but this is the exact business model that has been able to print me other people $50K a month and scale up offers, allowing me to actually travel, spend time with family, and stack up a decent amount of money. Literally, I was on £0, $0 at one point in my life not so long ago, and this is the vehicle that changed that for me. Now, the only way I directly benefit from this video is my link to WAP, which is a payment processor, which you can check out. And only check it out if you feel like all the information I've given in this video is completely valuable, and the free Discord community. But the first 3 tools which I'll be breaking down for you guys are all revolved around client acquisition, so you can actually partner with people to get results for them straight away and start printing 30, 40, 50K months. So starting off, we have something called Loom. Now, if you're not aware of what Loom is already, Loom is essentially a video messaging software, meaning it records your webcam, your screen, and your audio. Now, what we typically use Loom for, as well as training our team, but particularly for client acquisition, is sending a pitch and a proposal, right? This is going to be a lot more engaging for your prospects if you're sending them a personalized Loom video paired with something which is called Lucid, where you can create a bit of a flow chart of your results, what you're going to do for your client, rather than just sending over a very generic few-liner message on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you are reaching out to them. This is actually going to break down and give them a full understanding of who you are, what your results are, why they would be a good fit of partnering with you, and why you are reaching out to them in the first place. And it is a super powerful tool to actually reach out to people, get them informed on what you're even pitching them, to actually pique interest of people that really would be the best fit. Now, I would definitely recommend this over just sending out cold DMs to loads of people. We have done that before. We have got results from that before. But with Loom, you will get a notification of when someone has watched your video, which is even more powerful when you are wanting to follow up with prospects and actually push them towards a close or a conversation to see if you and that potential client would be a good fit. Now, with this, it can be very time consuming, don't get me wrong, but I've got you on that. A way around this is if you have your audio already pre-recorded of what your pitch is, you can get a keystroke recorder. Now, this is what I use for myself on my own MacBook right now. There are different ones if you just use Windows, but this is what I use, this is what I know. So this records all of your keystrokes, and you can do it on repeat however many times that you want. So if you've got your audio recorded for the Loom and you've got that presentation, all you need to do is get the recording playing, sync it up with when you are going through the Lucid, explaining who you are and your proposal. And before you know it, you've got hundreds of different personalized Looms that you can send out to your prospects, which are always going to be a lot more engaging than just sending a straight up cold DM. On top of that, Loom literally only costs $18 per month for unlimited recordings, meaning if you do things the right way and you set up Murga and you put the work and time in, you can send endless amounts of outreach, and it is basically an endless flywheel of you being able to get everything out. Now, Loom literally only costs $18 per month per person, right? It's $18, and then paired with Murga, which is free, and Lucid, which is free, you can send an unlimited amount of outreach to people and stand out from the competition. Secondly, we have a tool which is called vidIQ. Now, this works perfectly if you're looking around on YouTube of what niche you should maybe select, or if you're doing a bit of lead sourcing of potentially working with someone who might be the next big thing, essentially. So what vidIQ does is when you are searching, for example, a niche, SMMA, Forex, whatever it may be, so what it does show you is the overall score of the niche, which is a combination of the volume and the competition, showing you average highest views, average subscribers, all that good stuff. But what we're really looking out for when you are wanting to potentially find a client or see if a niche would be a good fit is looking for something called outliers. An outlier, for example, is something along the lines of this, which is a 100x, meaning it's performed 100 times better than the average video from this channel. If you're finding something which is a 100x outlier in a niche and it's only come up soon, not only is this person a potential prospect that would want to start a high ticket coaching program and you can run the back end and print from that and never show your face, but it's also showing that people are still active in this niche, people are constantly wanting to learn, and it is getting eyeballs on it. The last thing that you want is to not utilize something like this, be left in the dark, and start working in a niche which you think, oh, it sounds great, they might print from it, but there's no real engagement or viewership behind that industry. No one is going to buy a course. You need to only use this for industries which are potentially doing well, or if you're looking at an industry which maybe you're not too familiar with, for example, I don't know, like dating coaching or something a bit obscure like that, you can search it on vidIQ, see if any coaches are getting 100x outliers or outlier videos, and then you know that it does have the potential to be a profitable niche and it's worth your time to actually get into also. In combination to vidIQ, what you can do is leverage low ticket communities. Now, low ticket communities not only tell you if it's a good sign to get into a certain niche, for example, looking on platforms like School or Whop, where you can scroll through a variety of different industries, see what they're doing as far as low ticket, but it can also be really useful to actually get leads from these sort of platforms, reach out to people and do a bit of market testing to see if your offer resonates in a certain niche and it would be a good fit, right? So for example, on School, you can just scroll through different types of communities. You can categorize it by whatever it may be. On Whop, it's the same sort of thing. You can actually categorize it by what communities are making the most money, what are the best affiliate offers, the most reviews, newest, most addictive, basically the most engaged ones, and really get a feel for what sort of niches you could go after and leverage their low ticket community to launch a high ticket offer with ease, rather than just reaching out to everyone and you don't know what they have in place, you don't know if they've got an audience that they've sold to. Whop and School can be really useful for this, and we have actually done this before as well. Right, with Whop, different to School, Whop we use for multiple different things. So first of all, if you're planning to take payment from your client, or if you're planning to take payment from your client's clients when you are selling consulting slots, a lot of people use payment processors like Stripe. We have used Stripe before. There is something that's changed a while back in the small print, which basically doesn't let you sell one-on-one consulting or info products. A lot of people have been caught out on this. We've been caught out on this, and we've lost thousands in Stripe, and to be quite honest with you, we have literally never got it back. I would not go to Stripe. With Whop, I do have an affiliate link, you can check it out. It's essentially the same sort of payment processor. The link will save you some sort of fees, but with Whop you can have everything all in one place, because you can launch the Discord, a course, a community, all that good stuff, and have it automated, even bill people inside of Whop as well. Now this isn't any type of promotion, but this is the platform that we do use nowadays, because it actually allows you to sell info products, it allows you to sell one-on-one coaching and consulting and these sort of programs as well, compared to Stripe. I honestly just do not want you to get caught out. It's not the best play whatsoever. I really would not take that chance at all. And then as far as fulfillment, I'm not going to break down a whole entire video of what everything really does look like, because I have different videos in my channel which I'll link in the description which break down this in a bit more detail. And as far as team building, you are just doing that through Zoom or Google Meets calls and training people up there using Google Docs and the actual resources that you've put together. But to actually operate an offer, instead of using ClickFunnels, instead of using Calendly, instead of using a million different tools to get the same job done, the easy thing that you can do is use Go High Level, which if you've got one sub account is $97 per month, and if you've got more than one, it's $297 per month. Now, Go High Level, you can do pretty much everything with it. You can send automated emails paired with a software called ConvertKit. You can send auto SMS. You can get your setters to actually call people on there. People book in the calendar from Go High Level. You build the funnels on Go High Level. Everything is all in one central place, as well as your sales CRM. It couldn't be simpler. You do not want to overcomplicate it. The advantages come with Go High Level as far as team management and actually notifying the team so everyone is on the same page is with things like Zapier and Slack. So you can integrate Slack, so then if a meeting gets booked or cancelled or rescheduled by the prospect, people inside of the Slack channel will be aware of that. Basically, just by setting up a very simple workflow inside of Zapier to send the same messages over to Slack, it couldn't be simpler whatsoever. I will have another video if you guys do need, breaking down exactly what you do have to put in place for Go High Level, but it's quite straightforward. So the main things are building out the funnels, having a calendar where your prospects can book, building out follow-up SMS and emails, which you can send through Go High Level, or you can send emails through ConvertKit. On top of that, getting A2P registration so you can call up prospects. So summarize, Go High Level is a one-stop shop. You can build out your funnels on there, add your VSLs to the funnel, customize it to however way that you do want. You can automatically follow up with people on SMS and email, either using Go High Levels email or ConvertKit. You can get your phone setters on Go High Levels to call up prospects and set meetings. On top of that, you can send automated follow-ups using Zapier and Slack to send that to your actual sales team so everyone knows where the place is, what the stage of the lead is in, and how to push it across the finish line and actually get towards that close. Now, this might seem like a bit of a simple one, but I see this a lot of the time. People expect members of the team to do certain things, but they don't have procedures in place for that. And you need to categorize everything and have procedures for everything. All your training documents need to be in a designated Google Drive. As far as training, it has to be in that all the information that they need to know, the scripts, even your clients' VSLs, KPIs tracking as far as VSL visits or amount of close ratios, the amount of dials that your SDR is doing. Everything has to be in one central place, and if anything were to come up, you need to have all of this backlogged, which people can refer back to. The last thing you want is to be running an offer. You've just done 50k a month and you've built up a sales team. Now everyone's coming to you asking you a million and one different questions, when all they need to do is refer back to the training modules that they've been put through. You do not want to have a situation where you've launched an offer and you're still having to build things on the back end. Everything has to be in one place, but that's essentially it, boys. As a breakdown, you really don't need to run at a very high overhead whatsoever. The main things is just SMS, which will have its own fees. Go High Level is $97, Loom is $18, and Slack does have some extra costs as well. Zapier does have some extra costs. At most, it will bring you to maybe $500 per month to start running a 50k a month operation. And with a lot of these different softwares that are either free or they have a freemium model, meaning you can have a free trial of a week or 14 days or 30 days before even paying any money towards it whatsoever. So you really don't need much whatsoever to actually start off printing from other people's info products without ever showing your fucking face. Now, if you want a bit more detail about how we use these softwares in an even more leveraged way, how we build our systems and procedures to actually start printing 50k a month for our clients, no matter who we touch, I will leave the link for the Discord somewhere in the description below. You can feel free to check it out. If not, I really don't give a fuck. As promised, boys, if I did not fulfill on the exact softwares you do need to start reaching out to clients, finding clients, and even start fulfilling on them, you can just block me and never see me ever again. I couldn't care less, but yeah, peace.